Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Maker Space. It's been a long day, but I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I am just hanging out. I did have a guest planned, and it didn't work out. So hopefully next week I can line that up and get them on, so we can chat with another maker. That'll be pretty stinking cool. Hopefully I can get in touch with this person. If not, then I'll try to find somebody else. Last week we had Donnie Bless on, so thanks, Donnie, for jumping in here. Guys, please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Always the choice is always yours, but it always does help the channel out for you guys. So thanks so much for everybody for the support and everything that has been going on. So welcome to the Makerspace. We're going to chat today, just talk. I have a lot of work on the bench right now, a lot of things in different things. But before we get into everything, I just want to say happy birthday, Bryn. I don't know if you're going to see this, but you can go back and watch it. But happy birthday and congrats on your recent find. And I hope you're having a great time. If you guys don't know, I posted a post here on YouTube, but you guys have met Bryn in a couple of videos, or at least one video. My daughter, she is in Romania, and she is on an archaeological dig in Romania, something for school. And, you know, she's been just hanging out, digging in this pit, and she actually found a burial. And it's pretty stinking cool. She sent me some pictures, and the burial ended up being an adult and a child, roughly 5 to 6 years of age, which they have said is very rare to find in that part of the world. So it's pretty stinking awesome. She is having a blast sending me all kind of pictures of stuff. And yeah, so she only has a couple more days in Romania, and then that archaeological dig is going to be over, and then she's going to just kind of travel around that countryside and end up in Poland, and then she's going to be flying home from there, and hopefully by the end of July she'll be back home. I'm gonna throw it out there if she wants to come on here and talk about her trip. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. I would be interested in that. Would you guys be interested in that? I don't know. I thought that might be kind of cool. So we will see. So let me see who all's here. Gonzo, Robo Stevo, welcome, channel members and moderators. That is awesome. Tim B, moderator, Jim Miller, moderator, and channel member. This whole YouTube changing people's names has got me really confused right now. Adventure 50, hello, welcome. I know I saw Marco. Donnie Bless, hello. What's going on, Donnie? Hope you're having a good evening. I hope you didn't work too hard today. Oh yeah, man, no problem. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, Jim, we had some pretty big storms here yesterday and then today, and it looks like it's going to continue over the next week. But yeah. So I hope everybody is having a good day. Let me try to get caught up. Hopefully, luckily my name is the same. Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to hide your name, yeah. I've been archaeology nut. Bring her on. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be fun. I'll see if she'll do it. I'll invite her, Jim. See if she would do it. I don't know if she would even do it, but it would be pretty cool because that's a whole nother world, you know. Bryn should get a whip and cool hat for finding her first mummy. Well, it was just a burial. It's like bones in the dirt. It's funny because she is wearing a Bucky's hat. So, I mean, that trumps your Indiana Jones hat, right? She's wearing a Bucky's hat. Guns. I like rocks. Yeah, rocks are good. I like rocks too. I don't have anything out here, but we have all kinds of stuff inside. Crystals and rocks. Finally made it home. 11-hour day. I had a problem with the pump. Oh no, Rory. Sorry, buddy. I hope you get that all worked out. Trouble Bunny, what's going on? Channel member. War Room EDC, almost missed you, channel member and moderator. Chris, I hope you're doing all right, my friend. Been missing each other lately, so seriously considering majoring in archaeology. Yeah, she's living the dream right now. She's been sending me pictures. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful, beautiful. You won't think of Romania, and then in the hills in the countryside, it's pretty awesome. She visited Dracula's castle and sent me pictures of his knives, like obviously very ornate knives. So that was pretty stinking cool. I don't know if it was actually his, but they said it was. SC Knife Monkey, welcome, welcome. I hope everything is good. I hope those people reached out to you. I know Chef Rocky and Ed Harrison were looking for you, so hopefully we got everybody in touch so we can get that stuff taken care of for you and for them. That is awesome. Kelly's Mishmash, channel member and moderator. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're doing all right. Life. Yeah, I know, buddy. You've been, that's okay. Everything is good. It's all good. We're not going anywhere, right? We are not going anywhere. Been lucky. No problems with my Nick for sure. What are you weirdos doing? So cool that she got to hang in Vlad's house. Yeah, she's like, it was cool. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, hey, not yet. Trouble Bunny, she won't be back till probably mid-July. So she has 4 more days in Romania. Okay, good, SC Knife Monkey. That's good. So she has 4 more days in Romania, and then she's going to spend another 9 days traveling that part of the world, just kind of bouncing around. And then she's going to be leaving from, I think, Warsaw, Poland, and flying home from there. So, hey, she's got the opportunity to do it. I wish I had that opportunity. And happy birthday to her. Today she turns 21. She turned 21 today in Europe. I know what I was doing at 21. Not what she's doing. And I would have gotten into a lot. I probably would have never made it back home. Robert Feely, channel member. What's going on, Robert? I hope you're doing all right. I hope you are doing good. Life or knife. There you go. A little bit of both, probably, Kelly. Anyone know why numbers is showing up after my name? It never did before. Okay, so Robert, YouTube changed something, and whatever your original sign-up name was, they went with that, I guess, for what I understand it. But I don't know. YouTube changed everybody's name. So everybody's is a little bit different. What an amazing adventure for her. Still talk about a major trip when, yeah. She will never forget this trip. And I keep kind of drilling it into her. Just be happy you're there, because you will never forget that. Never forget that. Robert, yeah, how's your shoulder, Robert? I know you've been doing a bunch of physical therapy and everything else. So yeah, YouTube screwing with everybody. Oh, is that what happened? And they did a reset, so now everybody has to go change their name again? Nice. Yep. Very cool. Trouble Bunny. Oh, by the way, Trouble Bunny, thank you for supporting Mrs. Aries. This is going to go out tomorrow, so you'll get it tomorrow. If you guys don't know, Miss Aries has started her art, and she actually has her Etsy store, and she just opened up a website, senttomedesigns.com. Maybe I can put it in here. Here, let's see. That is her website, senttomedesigns.com. That's her website, and you can see some of her work and some of that stuff. So my daughter turns 38 tomorrow. That's awesome, Jim. That's awesome. Titanium Justin. Oh, you got that package? Oh, Titanium Justin just got the Cardinal XL and the Bloomcliff. So I hope you enjoy those, Titanium Justin. And next week, I just realized I have to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Justin. But I am off on Thursday and I'm off on Friday. So if I can, well, if I get home, I'm usually home by 4 o'clock. So if I can get home and jump on with you, I'll try. We'll talk. We'll talk. I know Titanium Justin and I have been trying to get on Titanium Justin's live, and our schedules just aren't mixing up. So time to get to know everybody again. Yes, John. I don't even know who's who anymore. It's just crazy. That's not true. My original sign-up name was Lord Fourquad. And I believe that would probably be true with you, Robo Steve-O. Dude, whoa, Robo, did you get your cowboy? I don't think I want to know any more of that conversation. The 8050. Her art is so well. Yeah, thank you so much for supporting her. She's got so much stuff. Old Buck Knifehauser. Nice. That I believe. Mom turned 90. Holy cow. That's awesome. Jim? That's crazy. That's amazing. To be 90 years old, that's crazy. I have a lot of Monkey Fist up for auction. There you go. Trying to raise some money for Blue and Sis. Check out Kelly's Mishmash. I'm shipping on my dime along with donating the Monkey Fist. Goes off at 9 p.m. tonight. Kelly, is that tonight? 9 p.m. tonight? Oh, we'll make sure we drive everybody there at 9 p.m. Doing a giveaway on Gear Goons Live Tuesday. Is that to support Blue and Sis, Gons? Is that to Blue? Is that for them? But yeah, check it out. Gear Goons doing some cool stuff. Yeah, lots of happy birthdays. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't need that's too much information. Yeah, that is awesome, Kelly. Thank you for helping support them. That is awesome. I know that we, during that auction, raised over $2,000. Not as much as I had originally thought, but we did over $2,000 for them, which is pretty ridiculous. So that is just awesome. No, just to give back to the community. Awesome, Gons. That's great. That's so cool. This community deserves a little bit of give back with all the stuff that we do. It's awesome. It goes off tonight. Put it up Friday. All right. Check it out. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right, Kelly? Right. Let me go back and check it. Actually, here. Let me pin that one. Let me pin this to. There we go. I'll pin that. So check that out. I'll pin that to the chat so that we can keep that going. That is awesome for you. Thank you very much, Kelly. You're always supporting the community. Sportsman Warehouse has a Benchmade SHOT Show exclusive mini freak. 50% off for $150. Is that before or after the 50% off? Do you know any makers with a heart as their mark? I don't know. You don't have any money. That's all right, SC. You did a lot after they were $150. They started off at $300. Well, this is a Benchmade. This is a Benchmade. This is what they do. Oh my goodness. So crazy. So I have some stuff over here. I don't know if you guys have seen, but did you know that Mad Yoko has wax? The Mad Wax? And I have an unboxing of this coming up. And I didn't know Kelly's Mishmash sent Mad Yako a bunch of these little lanyards. And I thought it was just a giveaway when I did the unboxing, but I guess you're supposed to use that to break up the wax. So you use that, you rub it all in the wax, and that breaks it up. And it is food safe, and you can protect your blades with it. You protect your micarta. So I'm going to be putting this to the test, and I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. I have some knives coming in by a company. Mermet said they would send me some more of those canyons. And so they're going to, I don't know when I'm supposed to get them, but they're supposed to send them. And so I'll do a giveaway here in the next couple of live streams. I don't have anything to give away right now, but there you go. Mad Yoko does wax now. How about that? $16 for this size tin. Guys, that will last you so long. With all the knives that I've been making and doing, I've been using this small tub of Wicked Wax. And I'm not even like halfway. I'm not even like halfway done with this. And there's still so much left. And this has lasted me forever. That tin, that will last you a long time. So that's going to be pretty crazy. Jason gave me a dagger knife only thing. It was a heart maker's mark, and I was trying to find out some information on it before putting it up. He also gave me 2 pens, so that's awesome. So this is okay, yeah. So so you're doing the auction on Instagram. I've never done it on Instagram, but that'd be fun. We'll have to go check that out. So I know what Kelly's going to be doing in about 45 minutes. She's going to be doing that. That's cool. That's so cool. This community is awesome. The community is amazing. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Kelly, thank you so much for doing that. It's really, really cool. So I just want to come in here and hang out with you guys tonight. I don't really have too much to talk about. Like I said, I did have a guest that I had invited, and it kind of fell through. And so I'm kind of flying solo tonight, which is perfectly fine. Mad Yoko, channel member, what's going on, my friend? Thank you very much. I was just talking about you, and I was talking about this stuff. I kind of did like an unboxing and pretended I knew what I was talking about with this stuff. And it's going to be pretty stinking cool, because I'm going to start using that on like the micarta and things that I've been using on my knives. So I'm going to start using that. I have this tin, which I'll probably end up doing in a giveaway in the future, not tonight. And I have my other tin out in the shop, so I'll be using that out there. Mad Yoko can be my guest. Yeah, maybe one week we could do that. Maybe next week. We'll chat. We'll chat offline. I can set that up. I can have him on, because he's making. Look, he made these 2 Hanks. So he made me my AriesEDC Hank. So he made that Hank. He made this Hank. They both glow in the dark, by the way. The thread glows in the dark. And every time I turn the lights off in this room at the end of the day, I see them glowing, and it just makes me laugh, because I didn't know until one day. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? And yeah, so the thread actually glows. So come on, how cool is that? Yeah, and he's making this wax, which we could talk about. But listen, guys, go to crud. It's doublewideedc.com, doublewideedc.com. $16 for this size tin. Guys, this will last you probably a year, unless you are constantly oiling and waxing your knives. But that, I guarantee, that'll last you over a year. That's a lot. The next batch will be a little softer. Yeah, no worries. I mean, that's your first batch. I have the other one out in the shop where it's like 90 degrees, so it's gonna loosen up. Yeah, the Hanks, the thread, so that it's the stitching glows in the dark. That's cool. Yeah, I hear you, Mad Yoko. I'm the same. I do love a good glow. Yep, he does some really. His Hanks are really good stuff. And this one, I always cut it off, but this really colorful one, which is actually cool. I do have a little bit to say on that. So, you know, my you guys know my stepdaughter is autistic, so that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, there it is. There's the link, doublewideedc.com. So check them out. It's you and 1931 Leatherworks. They're selling their wares on that. So you can get your leather work, you can get your wax, your Hanks, all kinds of stuff. I'm counting on y'all losing the cans. Tyler loves glowy and UV reactive stuff. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. That's for sure. Do you know if the wax works good on carbon fiber shin bones? Sure. You need 2 cans, Robo. You have to get 2 cans. You have to get 2. Yes, excellent work. Yeah, he's doing good stuff. So maybe we'll have him on. And if you guys didn't see, he customized a bloom. How cool is that? So, oh my gosh, I am so bad with cameras. He took a blue bloom. It is now purple, and he ended up doing a hand satin finish on it instead of the tumbled finish. That's kind of fun. It's fun. That's fun. I sent that to you just in case your story that you had shared. Yep. It is a story. Yeah, my stepdaughter, Alex, who does all of my characters. She's the one who does all of the characters. All of where are my characters at? Like the rock hopper, the thorn, all of those characters. She's the artist, but she is autistic, so she's the one who did all of my stickers. And she helped with the logo. She did all of that digital stuff, but she is autistic, but she's, yeah, so it's cool. Trying to go faster, Robo. Mad Yoko Hanks are the best I've seen. I don't have any yet, but I'll get some as soon as. Yep, they're great. They're good Hanks. I have the 2. I have Hanks from other people too, and they're great too. Unfortunately, Junk and Genius isn't doing them anymore, which is kind of sad, because I have a couple of her Hanks, and those were really good Hanks too. I have Wicked Clean, Wicked Wax. Yeah, William, so do I. But check this out. So I have Wicked Wax, and I've been using Wicked Wax, but look at the size of that tin, and I think it's like $18, $20 something for that, and then $16 for that. And this has lasted me quite some time. So imagine how long that'll last you. So I have no issues with Wicked Wax. Wicked Wax is really good. I'm looking forward to using that, the other product. I haven't really used it yet, so I'm pretty sure it's fine though. It is food grade, and so you can put it on your blades, and it'll be cool. What's up, William Horn? What's up, Horn Bossel? Nope, no parrot. 2 cans only. 2 cans only. Start a conversation with hello, hi. There he is. Did you say that to get the satin finished? Do you take off the scales first? Well, he probably took. Well, yeah, he probably took it all off. Actually, he did, because he showed it a little video of him sanding everything, and he took the scales off. I mean, they are removable, so you can take them off. She's a wonderful artist. I have the fox on my toolbox. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, there you go. You ordered a Hank. Awesome. My nephew is all over the spectrum. Yeah. It's tough, Jim. Like, it's tough. And I have worked with a lot of autistic kids in my lifetime, and it's tough. It's tough. That's all I'm gonna say. It's really tough. Do you order it through Instagram? His Hanks, Robert. If you want one of Mad Yoko's Hanks, go to doublewideedc.com, and he has a bunch of them available right now. White Mountain exclusive pyrite clip points on the deal of the day. 40. They're only $40.50. What? Dang, that's awesome. That's awesome. Robert, his website is doublewideedc.com. Doublewideedc.com. Kelly did drop it in the chat a few seconds ago. There it is. Robo Stevo dropping the links. He beat you. He beat you, Kelly. Wow. Robo beat you. He's been dying to be involved with that. Yeah, check it out. Go get a Hank. Get up. You two. You two are funny. You two are funny. You two are funny. All right, so I just got this in. This is the Berg Blades Mini Slim. What do you guys think of that chunk? Such a small little chunk, but look, that blade is so cool. So you got the shredded carbon fiber. The steel is S90V. I mean, come on. That, you guys know I like the smaller stuff. That's a little chunk right there. That blade is so cool. Oh, I love it. I had this 5th pocketed today. I was carrying my TRM Shadow, the AriesEDC Hawk, and then I had that in the back pocket today, and it fit in the back pocket. I didn't even know it was there. So it is a chunk, but I mean, that's probably just a little bit bigger than maybe the nip, I'm thinking. I've had a nip, and I feel like in closed position, it's a little bit smaller than the nip. But gosh, check that thing out. So cool. Here it is. Let's do a little size comparison. Here's the Baby Banter and that. So this is just a tad bit bigger overall than the Baby Banter. So that gives you an idea of size. So very interesting blade. That is for sure. Very interesting one. So I got that one in. I'll have it for a couple more days, and I'm going to have to ship that one off. Probably, yeah, Wednesday. Oh, no, I can do it Tuesday. I can probably ship that off Tuesday, but I got to get that in the mail and ship it off to the next person. So that's cool. Yeah, it is. You dig that, little nude? I so want that knife. Yeah, it's a cool, man. It's a cool option, Kelly. That thing is stinking cool. And I don't know what other variants, if they have other variants in there, but I mean, I like that variant. It's pretty cool. You like that, little dude? Very cool. Gons Robert says it's an awesome little blade. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Here, let me look it up. Let's look it up. The Berg Blades Mini Slim 2.0. All right, let's go to this one, and I'll share my screen with you guys. And boom. So it is $265 as it sits. So you get that, the carbon fiber CPM S90V. Yep. So there's your dimensions overall, 5.6. Cutting edge is 2.3, 2.65. So there you go. The Berg Blades Mini Slim, $265 there, Robert. That's how much it costs. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that's pretty cool, because Berg Blades is almost like, they're like almost a custom. It's like almost, because they do small runs. And this one is, there was only 40 made, because this is inside there says, I don't know if I could show you guys. Here, let me get my flashlight. Bink. It says 14 of 20 or 14 of 40. That's probably too bright. Here, how about that? Can you see that now? 14 of 40. So they only made 40 of these. So it's a chunker. It's a chunker. Chef Rocky, what's going on? What's going on? I'm carrying the limited edition Kaiser Mini Militao Clover and my T-Kel Piranha. I dropped a short with the Mini Militao. Yeah, and check out Adventure 50. Are you still going live at 10? Or later tonight, my friend? TPK has a black carbon fiber with DLC polished blade that I've been drooling over for a while. $275 for it. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. It's awesome. I don't have that kind of money laying around either. That's tough. You have to save that money for the next couple of Finches coming out, Kelly. I want them. Yeah. I have mixed feelings with Finch. I have mixed feelings with Finch. Why haven't I pulled the trigger? Love the fact that it has DLC blade with carbon fiber, but $275 is a bit much. I can get 3 of the Jack Wolf Gateway Barlows. Yeah, you could. That is for sure. Uh-oh. They're going to be careful, Kelly. Tim's going to talk you into it. Those syndicates are what got me excited. Yeah. Yep, 10 p.m. Adventure 50. Check out Adventure 50. Going live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen Tim B's Finch collection, or the number of boxes that are in his Finch collection. He has a thing for Finch knives. I'm just gonna say he has a small thing for Finch. Just a small thing. Kathleen, the ones that I have experienced have been awesome. Oh gosh, what was that? What's the Warncliffe one that I had? I forgot, the Hellfire, or oh darn, that one. I would straight up, if they ever did another run of those, I would be doing on those. But some of the other ones, I don't know. There's something about the classic slip joint design that I just like, stag handles, and that I am not excited about it whatsoever. So it's just not my thing. There's something about it. I think it said winter of this year. Okay. What did Kelly say? The abalone blue bone and the black carbon fiber. Ah, yes. Those were nice. They were nice. Tim likes Finch. Nah, no. He doesn't like Finch. I have 2 Finch Protos too. One of ones never made into production. Keystone. What? Tim's got the in with Finch, huh? He definitely has the inwood finch. He loves finch knives. Oh, Adventure 50 loves them too. Interesting. Gosh, I am not in majority with that one. I'll give you $5 for the one. I don't know if he'll take you up on that, Robo. I'm not sure he's going to take you up on that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think Tim would be up for that. I really didn't think he would. Oh, you know what? I don't have them here. Oh well, I have all of my work in progress stuff in the shop right now. Really nothing to share. Tim is second only to Big Red ADC and is a close second. I have several. That's awesome, Jim. I have one finch. It's a 1929 and I love it. I have handled, I think, 2 finch knives and both of them have been great. Both of them have been great. But for me to pull the trigger, I don't know. I think if they like it, I think it's the Hellfire, right? Is the Hellfire the one that has that Warncliffe style blade? If they did another run of those, that would be something I would do. Good evening, you crazy knife people. What's up, Fook? What's going on, Fook Doozle? How are you this evening? I hope you're doing well. Just give it to me. If you don't sell it, you don't break any promises. Oh, geez. I have a Fincher Noble. Any that glows and has hand satin. It looks like a sodbuster. I like it. But I really am more focused on collecting USA made stuff now and stuff made by friends. There you go. Everybody takes a different journey. I am into smaller companies, but these bigger companies, Vosteed, they're just putting out some really killer stuff, and it's so hard, so hard. So hard. Everybody saying hi. Yep. So many knives, so little income. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I could buy a knife, or I can go get this material, or get this steel, or go do get this tool. So that's my problem. That is definitely my problem. Yeah, Fook feels it too. Are you talking about the Devil's Finger by Finch? No, it wasn't called. I think it was called the Hellfire. It was an older. Someone sent it into the channel for me to check out. So but I haven't seen it. Vosteed and Concept are small. Is Concept really that small? I think. Well, I guess both of them are pretty. They're doing a lot of cool stuff though. It's really hard. Really hard. Yeah, what's up? Jim. Aries, maker's life. Yeah, that is definitely a maker's life. When you become a maker, you're kind of like, $200 on this or $200 on all of this stuff that I could make something cool out of. So making is so expensive. I bought 4 feet end of Pop's Pro Cut, cost $100. Yeah, I want to try that Pro Cut. I've heard so many good things, and I heard you can heat treat it like ADCRV2, and it's supposed to be better than ADCRV2 as far as like edge retention and all that kind of stuff. So I might pull the trigger on a bar. It's just really expensive, man. Like you said, $100 for a 4-foot bar. That's expensive. Yeah, I reviewed the Hellfire. Okay, it was the Hellfire. Concept OEM's winter blade factor? Really? They do? That's an interesting fact. I didn't know that. That's pretty interesting. I love what Winter Blade Co. is doing. Is just, out of this world. That is definitely on my grail list, is a factor of any factor, really, because it's pretty cool. Yeah, you try buying a 4-foot of S90V. Yeah, that's a little bit rich for me. Pops Pro Code is cheap. I want some Apex Ultra, but it's sold out so fast. Yeah, there's only so much of it right now, and everybody's jumping on board, grabbing it. Concept has some really precise machines, evidently. Yeah, I guess so. If they're doing the Winter Blade Co stuff, they must have something to be able to engineer all the magnets and everything else. It's funny to try to get a knife company to create that. That's crazy. Holy cow. $400 for a 4-foot bar of S90V? Jeez. Man. No thanks. Yeah, he is a wizard, Jim. And that's why I was saying, like, I can imagine the conversation trying to get a knife company to do what he wanted to do, like to be a fly on the wall when he was like, okay, so we're going to take these magnets and we're going to, they're going to be here and here. And, and that knife company, and I'm sure there's a breakdown in translation because there's a Chinese knife company going, what? That would have been funny. Magnamax? I haven't even heard of this, Donnie. I am so out of the loop. Magnamax. Is that really a thing? I can hold off for S90V for a while. I got to cut my teeth first. Yeah, especially if you're doing the heat treating. Or I guess if you're sending it out. S90V blows to work. Yeah. I'll stick with what I'm doing. I've done MagnaCut. I've worked with MagnaCut. It was good. I didn't have any major issues with it, but whatever. Yeah, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm trying to, I almost want to try some, okay, so I'm always get confused. Oh wait, no I don't, because I have this that I can look it up. This is the Tempest Knives Microjet 154 cm. So I want to try to do a blade at a 154 cm, but it's so much more expensive than AEB or Nitro V. It's so much more expensive than that. So gosh, and if I have to pay more, I have to charge more. That's reality, unfortunately. Yep. Concept does work with a lot of designers like KC, Sparrow, and several other. Yep, they do. And I think they work with Devo as well. So they do some really great stuff. I was just, because there's one thing doing something like, I know this is Kubi, but, something like one of KC's designs and then doing a Winter Blade Co. where it is a totally different thing. Donnie can hold off for a while. I gotta cut my teeth first. Heat treat oven, I mean. Did I miss something? MagnaCut is my favorite steel next to Crewwear and CPM 154. Yep. CPM 154 I've heard really good things about. So charge more. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And I don't have any issues with that, Donnie. It is kind of what it is. The cost rolls down. It rolls down. Projectiles are sharp. Welcome. What is going on? Welcome. CPM 154 is a dream to work, easy to grind, and hand finish. Good to know. my whole thing is it readily available? So can I just go to any website, any of my dealers, you know who I'm dealing with, and just get it whenever I need it? That's always my thing. It's like I don't want to do the dance and try to go to 4 or 5 different places to buy steel. I just want to go to the same places, same 2 or 3 places and do it. It's just a pain in the butt. Kevin Smith and Knives, welcome. Hello, how are you? You're going to have edgy American heat treat for me and buy heat treat oven in September. Awesome. Yeah, I need to, one day I'll get a heat treat oven, but there's so many other things that are involved with that. 1931 Leatherworks. What's going on, Terry? Hope you're doing well. We were just talking about you a little earlier about doublewideedc.com. You can check out Terry's work, his leatherwork, and also Mad Yoko and all of the stuff that he is doing. So that is awesome. So very, very cool. So yeah, heat treat ovens are fun. And then you need to get the blocks of aluminum. And then you got to figure out what your tempering temperatures are going to be. And yeah, if you're going to do a cryo, if you're not going to do cryo, if you're going to do, so there's a lot of different factors that come into just getting a heat treat oven is one aspect of it. Speaking of, I want more details on that fire Aries. What fire Aries? I don't know what you're talking about. Which one? Are you talking about the one on the camera over here? I don't know. It generally is, I'll buy whatever I can find stuff. I got to have it. So it's whatever's, however, selling $1,000 knives is a little different. Yeah. If you're going to do $1,000 knife, then yeah, you should have a higher end steel. But a custom folder is far different than a custom fixie, like like my Hawk. What you're doing is another level. So yeah, you can get away with charging that much. In the garage, I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. So all of my projects are like in the middle right now. So, and I feel like if I share here, then you won't go watch the video. That's going to be coming out tomorrow and Wednesday, and I'm on far ahead of everything. But I will say I have already glued up 2 of the ADC RV2 builds, and I created scales for a yoke dough. So I created the scales. I might be able to show you the scales. I just have to go out in the garage and do it. Oh, the fire. Yeah. Nah. I learned that Parks 50 catches on fire. And so I know what I did wrong. I'll have to fix it. But yeah. Parks 50, I had to close the lid on my quench tank to get that fire to go out finally. But it just kept burning. Just kept burning. Oh well. I don't know why YouTube does this on some channels now. Yeah, I think they did it on everybody. Kevin Smith and Knives. It's like a whole thing. I don't know. What's going on, fluted relief cuts? What's up, Blazeburger? What's going on, man? How are you? Start a special knife you only work on during maker spaces with no makers. Call it Robo Stavo. No, I'm not going out in the garage at this time of day. Maybe I missed it in the conversation, but did you get any info on your parts for your grinder? Kathleen? No, I have not. As of Friday, because I haven't checked this weekend, but as of Friday, it was still showing on back order. So I'm going to give them until Tuesday. And if I don't see any updates, I'll have to call them again and be like, hey, what's going on? Where's my controller? Because I am would like to get that thing up and running. I was kind of hoping to have it up and running to start the handles, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, which is a little annoying. Had this mess. Oh, are you talking about the names, Jim? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody said you can go into your settings in your personal account and switch everything back. But I don't know. I don't remember how they said to do it. I'm sure. Ooh. I'm sure in your settings you can change your name back to just what you want it to be. Yes, I am Tim B. Tim Bushy is also my Instagram handle. There you go. Yeah, they love to mess with us, huh, Fook? They love messing with you. He is also Bushy, and Bushy. You can change your names, but there are limitations. It will still have the @ Well, I don't think that's the problem, though, right? All right, Mad Yoko. Thanks for popping in, man. You have 2 names: channel name and handle. We used to see the handle in the chats, but you can go into your account and change your channel name. There you go. So you just have to go in and change your channel name, because if you have an account here on YouTube, you can basically have a channel. So you just have to go in there and adjust your name. Do that. You can do that. You can do it. That's why I went in and adjusted my name. Still more or less the same, just a little different as altogether with the @ symbol. I mean, if it's the same and all you have is the @ symbol in front of it, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Yeah, they do some fun stuff, Robert. You have no idea. Bookdoozle's second name is Lord Snugglebritches. Only Robo comes up with this kind of stuff. No apostrophe was allowed. Well, there you go. We still got it. Kelly's Mishmash. We still got it. Just for the record, which model was the most popular this book round? Yes, the Bush Hawk. I am doing 2 Bush Hawks. But technically, it's a tie, because I'm also doing a Bloom and Bloom harpoon. So I'm doing 2 Blooms and 2 Bush Hawks. I'm just saying. It's a tie. It's a tie. Just don't tell them my last name. I have to keep some secrets. Yeah. Technically the same model. I mean, technically, it's the same. Technically, it's the same. It's this. They're both Blooms. Captain Ahab. I knew I would get this. I knew I would get this. No, one has a thumb ramp and one does not. It's different. Well, actually, I did 2 Blooms. So this is what I'm doing. Because actually, I did 6 builds, but I'm actually doing 7 builds. So actually, I'm doing 2 Blooms, a Bloom harpoon, and the bush hawks and the yokuto. And a gargoyle. Right? Yeah, I'm doing a gargoyle. Yes. And the gargoyle harpoon should be coming back tomorrow. I should get that. All right. The most popular one in the books, I'm saying it now, is the bush hawk. Okay? Bush hawk. Really popular design. But I already have people wanting to redesign the bush hawk, though, Tim B. Just saying. Harplume. I'm not going to call it a harplume. I'm not calling it that. You guys can call it whatever you want. I'm not going to call it a harplume. Because people have said bloom poon and all kinds of stuff. But it's a bloom harpoon. Bloom poon. Bloom harpoon. One bush hawk has jimping and the other one doesn't. So are they really the same? There you go. There you go. Whose side are we going to take now? What? No, I'm just saying, Tim. Some people are like, that handle is just too skinny. I want a bigger handle. Totally on Team Harplume here. Oh no! Now you've got Robo started. It's all over. It's Garpoon and Bloompoon. That gargoyle harpoon is pretty cool. I was pretty happy with the way that design came out. I'm looking forward to get that one back and get that one finished. But we'll see. The balloon, a balloon. Oh, you guys are crazy. Like I said, there's a lot of knives that they have their little nicknames for them, where the company doesn't call it that, but we call it that. Like the Randall Adventure Training knife from, but people probably don't even know that that's what that stands for. It stands for the Randall Adventure Training, but people just call it the Rat. I'm just saying. Just saying. And I know the other day somebody was saying they wanted to see this guy again. And I got a video coming out. We revisited the original pass-around bloom and how it's holding up after a year and a half and being passed around and everything else. So I hope you guys enjoy that video. We're going to revisit this guy. So hopefully you guys have fun with that video. It's a good old favorite, that's for sure. The Goon Poon, the Bloom Poon. The Rat, same with SOG and CRKT. Yeah, the Cricket. People call CRKT the Cricket. How is this? How this is? How is this? How is this? How is this what? Did I miss something? You were cutting up some cardboard with your Kubi Bloom today, sliced to it like butter. That's awesome. Yeah. The I noticed the Kubi Bloom's blade is, so I have mine, of course. I noticed the cutting edge is more of, it's not a really fine edge. It's kind of leaned back a little bit, or it's leaned forward a little bit. So it would be a perfect cardboard cutter, that's for sure, because it's not like a 17-degree angle or anything. So that would probably be a really great cardboard cutter, that's for sure, Robert. I'm glad. We're at now. Okay, for all of you who have it, I would love to get some feedback on those. Some imposter has Jim Miller. What? Oh no. How is this? There's another Jim Miller. There can only be one. There can only be one. Did you warm up the cardboard first? Oh, jeez. Paul Mills, what's going on? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Oh, no. Yeah, that's crazy. There's another person named Jim Miller. Yeah. One of my best friends, Jim, I don't think I ever told you this, but one of my best friends growing up in middle school, high school, his name was Jim Miller. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I microwave my cardboard for like 20 seconds. It gets really nice and soft first. Please, nobody do what Robo says. Please don't do that. I'd crack up if Cheeto took your name, Jim. No, because he always throws a Cheeto in there. He's probably hating this right now because Cheeto, yeah, he's got to be crazy. He's got to be hating this. Better get a sword and hunt for him. He's going down. Just search his channel, Jim. You search his channel and be like, hey, you need to change your name. There can only be one. There can only be one. Cut his head off. You can get all of his powers. Reverse chisel poon curve. Gosh, sword hunts. Let's do this. We're on the hunt for a Jim Miller. There can only be one. Jim Miller was the second most common name to John Smith for a long time. I believe it. I believe it. I do believe it. Very common. I mean, yeah, I can see that being that. I do kind of want to show you guys something though that I've worked on today. YouTube probably can't figure out which of the Cheetos names to use. Well, it's whatever he signed up with is what they're going to default to, but he'll change it. If anybody knows how to change their name, it's going to be Cheeto. So we don't have to worry about that. There was like 3 Fookdoozles in my school as a kid. It was so tedious. Cheeto can't figure out which one of Cheeto's names to use. Yeah, probably. I tell you what, let me I'm gonna run into the garage real quick. I'm gonna grab something. I want to show at least this off. Oh, that's right. They're over here. Grab one of these. I do want to kind of show off this. Of course, it's filthy. Of course, it's filthy. Let's see. Is that why you have capital O's, Fook? Yeah. Fookdoozle just looks silly. Yeah. That doesn't look right at all. All right. So, all right. I don't know. This looks okay. So bear with me because I just glued this up today. So we are in ugly mode with a lot of this stuff. So there was at least 4 Jim Millers in Auburn when I was there. One wrote bad checks. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so be patient with this because this is it's ugly stage, but check that out. Did I put together some scales today. Why is that? Let me back up a little bit. Is that better? Yeah, do that. But so we have desert ironwood with jade true stone. It's like a green and copper. And it's going to have black and white on either side of it with the black liner. So it's going to look pretty stinking cool. So I got all of the scales put together. So it's going to be pretty cool. Maybe it looks better over here. Yeah, it looks a little better over here. Hold on. Let's go with that. There we go. Look at that. That looks a lot better over here. So that's going to be going on a blade that I'm working on right now. I just got to clean all this up and get this ready to be glued up. But yep. So I got a pair of these all glued up. They all matchy. So it should look pretty good. We're going to do brass pins, or not, the brass pins. So it's going to look pretty stinking cool. So that's pretty looking good. Jim Miller approves. Awesome. So that I have. And I have a pair of those. And those are going to go on a yoke dough, which is all taped up. So everything's taped up. Everything's kind of in an ugly stage. One of the bush hawks, I'm waiting for some of the handle material to still come. It should be here tomorrow. And then the one bush hawk I've glued up. It's going to be black micarta with red liners. And the other one is the royal blue kieranite. So it's that blue kieranite with the yellow in it. I have that glued up too. So 2 of them are glued up. The scales are glued up, and the other one I'm waiting. So that's the 480 CRV2 book spots for July. The stainless are at Peter's, so I can't do anything until they come back. And then I have the hawks, which the hawks are going to drop. I don't know when they're going to drop. They're going to drop as soon as I can, as soon as I get them all done. But that's going to look amazing. Thanks, Projectiles Are Sharp. Thank you very much. That is awesome. So I want to go back to my question. The Kubi Bloom, for those of you who have them, and I know there's a handful of you in the chat that have one. What are you guys thinking so far? I've been seeing a lot of people that have been picking them up, and a lot of people have good things to say, but of course they don't want to be like, this is crap to my face. So Fuchs, I bet your wife would like you more if you had an Aries knife. Oh, Robo. Oh, I can't stop. My one suggestion on the Kubi Bloom, I really wish the lanyard came tied. I absolutely found out I am terrible at it. Yes, Tim, I 100% agree. And I don't understand that. I just did that drop bear. I just did the drop bear review, and the drop bear comes with a lanyard tied. So I really don't understand why Kubi didn't tie it. It would be cool. They everything knocked it out, even with the tech lock. Fine, add the tech lock because that's what you guys like to do. Although companies are getting away from doing the tech lock, starting when they're doing some whatever, you buy the loop, but the lanyard, come on, it's got to have the lanyard. It's got to have the lanyard. It's a must. But I don't know. Why did that just do that? Silly screen. That I like your suggestion, Tim. I agree. I like it, but it doesn't compare to my custom bloom. Well, yeah. There's that. There's that. I like that your scales go all the way to the side of the steel and the handle. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, Tim, you can always send it to Kelly, and she's the paracord wizard here. I tried to do a video on how to tie a snake knot, and yeah, I mean, I fumbled my way through it, but Kelly did one, and she's much better at it than I am. I'm going to give it another go, but first attempt was pitiful. Once you learn the knot, Tim, once you learn how to do it, it's not difficult. It's really not. But you got to learn the pattern. Once you learn the pattern, then you can get it. You can get it. Sadly, the only knives Fuchs getting now are wins. I buy anything, and I'll be living under a bridge down by the river in a van. Native knives. There you go. Did you follow her video, Tim? You have to follow her video. The muskrat didn't come with a tied lanyard either. I put a Kelly fob on mine. Kelly fob on yours. All right, that's awesome, Jim. Cheeto Bandito. Cheeto Bandito. Cheeto, I am apologizing on behalf of YouTube. They have made it difficult for you to change your name, I think. I don't know, but I think they have made it difficult. I didn't make those friendship bracelets as a kid like you. I didn't make friendship bracelets, did I? I made these wire bracelets. They were cooler. I like the Kubi Bloom. The only thing I want to do is have 80s camo carbon scales made for it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I am happy that they chose just the 3 options that they did chose. I would like to get red. That would be awesome if they did a red version like they did on the Kubi Dust Devil. Red, I think red would look pretty stinking cool. I've been having a hard time getting in touch with Kubi. So it's very difficult to converse with them. I watched your video several times as I was doing it. No issues whatsoever. Thanks. Awesome, Rory. That's awesome. I'm glad I helped at least one person with that. At least I helped one person with that. YouTube keeps messing my names up. Yeah. Everybody has been saying it, and we were just talking about you here. The problem with the fob is they don't fit as tight to the knife as tying the lanyard can. Yes. That's the only thing. And Kelly probably has a way to make these. Well, you can make them. Well, yeah. That is a problem. I see your plain, non-adaptive name, and I'm eternally saddened. It was supposed to be Flock of Cheetos. Yeah, you can't. They will. I don't know what they'll let you do anymore. I do too. If it's a so if it's a 3-finger, like the Bloom is 3-finger. We know 3 fingers. We gotta hold it right. 3 fingers. Then an integral lanyard needs to be tied on snake knot. But some people like to take it off. But something like my hawk, I can get pretty much 4 fingers on that. So I don't need to put a lanyard. So that's my hawk. It's dirt. Look at how clean that is. I love my hawk. I like that thing. I carried that today. That was on my belt today. Love the black micarta. Yep. That black micarta came out really nice. I like all of them. I even like Ultim. I've never been really a fan of it, but I've been using it for work. Use device you recommended it to, and that was the key. Yeah, if you could strap the knife down so it's not moving, then it makes it so much easier. Another thing I would love, no tech lock. Yes. I understand this is what they do. The tech lock. The tech lock's bigger than the knife. I don't know why companies they like the locks. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to take my tech lock out when you have the tech lock, and the tech lock's almost the same size as the sheath. I mean, the lock itself is almost as big as the whole thing. Like, that's too much. That's too much. And you could do an ulti-clip, and that would be perfectly fine if you're just going to pocket drop it. I guess you could do vertical carry with the clip too, but I don't know how comfortable that would be. I'm a fan of the loop. I like the loop. That's what I've always done. But not everybody likes the loop. So, but at least they did a taco sheath, though, Tim. At least they did the taco sheath. That I was pleasantly surprised, and they really did a good job on that sheath. The sheath they nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. You're right. Kathleen and I tied my own on my hawk. I used Scott's video. Ah, thanks, Jim. Jim, that's 2 people I helped with my video. That's awesome. If you're going with an 80s theme, I call dibs on Robo Dubo. God. I have the blue micarta. It is very nice. Ah, thanks, Robert. Yep. I mean, all 3 variants came out. They came out well. I have really, besides some of the things that you guys have said, like having the lanyard on the actual knife, I think that was a big miss. But it's, you know, it should have been included on there. But other than that, I think for the most part, besides the tech lock thing, but that's what they do. I don't know. I don't know. Made a lanyard for my bloom. Love it. Awesome. Yeah, you got to have the lanyard. Even the custom. Even for the customs, I have the lanyard because it's a 3-finger knife with the pinky on the lanyard. That makes it an integral part of the handle. And people don't understand that. And people get on me all the time. I won't carry a 3-finger knife. It's 3 fingers. I won't carry it. But I don't know if they've ever tried that 4th finger lanyard technique where that allows you still to get control of the blade and be able to do the cutting. So, but even on my customs, I include that lanyard because it needs to be there. They seem to be phasing the tech lock out. Yeah. On EDC size fixed blades, Jim, yes. Phase out the tech lock, phase out the pancake sheath. Go taco. I mean, which, again, I was totally 100% surprised about the taco sheath on the bloom. I was 100% expecting that Dust Devil pancake sheath. You got the wire ulti-clip for your bloom. Yeah. This one? Or the wire one? For scout carry on basketball shorts. You always have a second. Hi, Blaze Burger. You have a good night. Thanks for popping in. Thank you. Thank you. Or why I'm yawning. Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning. It's going to be a long week for me. The new Tenable Par comes with an ulti clip, and it was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I really hope they are. That's it. It just, I would love to find something to see how many people actually carry their knife with that tech lock. I'm wondering how many people actually use that tech lock on a daily basis on just an EDC fixie. Like if it's a larger knife, if it's a larger camping, bush crafting, doing that, then maybe I can kind of see it. But on just a little small EDC fixie, like a Bloom or Dust Devil or, you know, any of the other ones that I'm not thinking of because I have this on my head. Even the tag along, that TRM tag along, which I'm about to be sending out. I'd share it with you guys, but I'm going to be sending it out to somebody today for them to check out. That thing came with an ulti clip. Actually, this ulti clip right here is what the tag along came with, the leather sheath. I don't know. I don't know. You are yawning because it's a lazy Sunday. Yeah, I've just been really tired lately. What's up, Top Dog? I don't think I said hi. Oh, my goodness gracious. God, stop. I gotta wake up. Derek Sharon had a fight with Kaiser to get a taco sheath on the muskrat. Had a decent clip, but I use a loop. I'm a fan of the loops. As soon as I saw the loops, I knew that's what I was going to put on everything. There's just so much. It's so much more convenient to take on and off. If I need to adjust it, I can adjust it. If I need to attach it to a backpack, it's easy to attach to a bag. If I need to carry it in my belt, the only thing the loop doesn't really let you do is to pocket drop it safely. But I do have a couple ulti clips here that I can use. I just don't like it. It's really difficult to open that. Like to open that clip up, it is very difficult to do. And I know I'm whining, but it's just difficult to do. Take mine off immediately. Yeah, it's the first thing you do. I have 3 unused tech locks in my knife box. Yeah, I have like 4. I only use the tech lock on my hunting knives that get attached to packs I'm wearing when I'm hunting. See? But that makes sense, Rory. And your hunting knives are probably larger, purposely built knives for a task that you're doing, not everyday carry, and you're attaching them to something. So I totally understand that. Talking about the upcoming 4th of July, just remember the guys with an eye patch and 3 fingers sell the best fireworks. Oh, Tim. Just got here, bro. All right. Thanks, Top Dog. Welcome. I use a tech lock on most of really. So you do keep the tech lock on there. Interesting, Adventure 50. You're the first person I know that actually uses the tech lock. I only have the scout strap on one of my knives. Interesting. Javon turned you onto the loop. So Jacob Creates, when I saw the chickadee for the first time, that's what turned me onto the loops. And I think it was the same for Javon, because I know Javon is a fan of Jacob Creates and has a chickadee. And that method of carrying changes everything. That changed everything. Yeah, that's where I saw it. And that's where I was like, well, what is this loop thing? That's awesome. And then I found out more about them and it was awesome. I had to order more loops. Has anyone seen any colors other than black? Yeah. If you go Amazon, holstersmith.com or and holstersmith.com on Instagram, they have all kind of colors: red, blue, orange, pink. They have all kinds of colors. Not every color, but they have a ton of colors. So if you want, look, if you want a blue one, you can get a blue one. If you want a red one, you can do red. You can do black. I just got, let's see. Oh, that's a blue one. But yeah. Knifekits.com, holstersmith.com. That's where I get my loops, and they sell on Amazon. And I think it's like $12 for two. You can get two of them for $12 on Amazon. And you can get all kind of colors. Yep, Amazon has the colors. With the dot buttons too. Yeah. These with that dot. Bink. Gotta have the dot. That makes it easy. And they're a little hard at first, but once they get broken in, that's so easy to just take on and off. But it's going to stay. It stays on, but if you pull up, it's super easy. I've only used a tech lock once, and it was requested for carrying whilst hunting. And just like Rory, I totally understand that. Totally get that. If I wore a belt, loops would be the way to go. Donnie. You just pocket drop everything. I'll do a better search since I only was seeing black. Yeah, there you go. There's your link right there, Rory. Knifekits.com. Kelly, did you start your thing on Instagram? Guys, at the top of the chat, there's a link to Kelly's Instagram. You guys can check that out. I think she was doing an auction for some stuff to help Blue and Sis out. So check that out. I always carry my fixed blades on my belt in a scout carry. The tech lock fits my belt perfectly. It also just a click on and off. I can do it in my sleeve. Interesting. Interesting. Does it stick out far though? Does it stick out? Because I put it away. I figured it would stick out too far. I made leather loops for my Kubi Bloom. Just did a rock texture on the scales, but 3 to 4 inches go on an ulti-clip in the pocket. Bigger than that go in dangler belt sheath. There you go. That's the leather worker talking though. It's easy when you can do it yourself. Javon gave me my SPU. It has SPU. It has, which already had loops. Completely turned my yep. As soon as you experience that, you're like, okay, that was easy. There you go. Both suggestions. All right, very good, Rory. Yeah, follow them. Check their website out. They have all kind of colors that you can choose from. It ended at 9. Okay, so I thought it started at 9. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to take pics and find out information on stuff Jason gave me. Okay. I don't want the soft loop. I just want the hardware so I can make them from yeah. They might sell the hardware, Terry. They might sell the hardware on the website. You got to check that out. I don't know because the only thing that's attached to the loop that's not loose is the actual button. So like that part comes on the loop. But they might sell that. I don't know. But everything else comes loose. I wear my shirts untucked and no one ever notices my knives. Yeah. Same here. I use the loops and they completely disappear. Sharper than most. Hello, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great evening. They do sell the hardware. It's not easy to figure out what to get though. Yeah, you got to know what you're getting because you can attach it to the leather fairly easily. I'm sure you guys have tools to do that. On the backside, you probably just press. You can probably just press those two pieces together on the leather to do it. But yeah, I don't know if you have the pull the dot part of it or something else. Just wanted to stop by and tell y'all, send all love, good vibes to everyone. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. Make sure you are hitting that like button, please, and thank you. We have 33 likes. That's awesome. 36 people. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Ask Joe Terry. He makes some leather loops. All right. There you go. It's Mr. Lancelot Leather, right? Ask him. He'll figure it out. Honestly, it costs about the same to order the leather loop than to order the hardware along. There you go. The only hardware I've found for dot has to be riveted on both ends. I want the screws on the male side too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can't help you there. I don't do that. I buy the loops. They come in packs with the hardware. The snap is already in place. All I got to do is screw everything together and I'm good to go. Boom. Boom. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Has anyone ever acid washed a blade and had the blade develop a crack, but only on one side? Like the steel had a crack? That's not good. I would think the acid etch isn't going to create the crack. The crack that might accentuate the crack, but that's really strange. Feel free to send me any tech locks you're not using. Although for my bloom, I'll use the loops that match the Kydex. I think for that's a better look. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to get a bloom, I 100% say the loop because that will 100% disappear on your belt. You will forget you're carrying it. At least I do. I forget I'm carrying it. I put it on the middle hole, and then I 100% carry like that wear mark right there is from my belt buckle. I carry it right on the front, and it just completely disappears. My straps are leather made in the U.S. tannery, though. Although that's cool. I mean, that's a great thing. Yeah, only on one side. That's really strange. I've never experienced that. Is it a production company? Because the acid etch isn't going to crack a blade. Unless, not even if you were a 100% ferrochloride, that should not crack a blade. That's just going to patina the surface. It shouldn't, because it's not under pressure. So it wasn't there after polishing. But once I pulled it out of the acid, it had a noticeable crack, but only on one side of the knife. That's crazy. I've never heard of that. That's for sure. Never heard of that. Dilemma Trauma. What's going on? Good evening. Good evening. Aries, that was the color I was looking for. Which one did you order your loot packs from? I'd have to pull it up. You want the brown? If you want brown, all of those links that we just shared with you, they sell brown. So you can get brown at holstersmith.com, knifekits.com, and they have a store on Amazon too. So yeah, if you're looking for brown, they do brown. Kubi dropped the ball there. Should have come with a loop. and a pocket clip. Yeah. That's really the two complaints, my only two, and they're small. These are literally small complaints because number one, the sheath knocked it out of the park. The overall design, perfect. It's exactly what I was hoping it would be. Contoured scales, micarta, very comfortable. The jimping, they did really well on the jimping. They did excellent on the jimping on the spine. I don't know why my camera's not picking it up. The lanyard should have came attached instead of just throwing paracord in the box, and it should have had a different clip. That's my only two things, and they're small, but we'll see. I'm trying to get in touch with them to see where they are with the other two designs. So the rock hopper and the thorn, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to get an update where they are with that, but they're going to do a production rock hopper and a production thorn. So I'm hoping it's along the same lines as this. I really hope. If there was a crack post etch, that means it was already there and the etch removed just enough material to see it. Yeah, it was a production, but the company's reputation doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies per se, even though it's American made quartermaster I'm learning isn't talked about. Yeah, that's a really strange one. Sharper than most. Especially if you polished the blade and there was no crack once you polish it, because if you're polishing something, usually you'll see a crack. The etchant, like I said, the etchant isn't going to cause a crack. The etchant is just going to force patina the blade. So it's really strange that it cracked. Like, is it a grind? Is it? It's not a grind line. You're saying it's a crack, so that's strange. I'm heading off to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna be right there behind you there. Projectiles are sharp. I'm already yawning and everything else. It was the Quartermaster Biff Tannen. Interesting. I don't know. That's you got me on that one. I never heard of that before. Either the crack was already there, because the etchant, like I said, the etchant shouldn't create cracks. It's just going to patina the knife. Basically, all you're doing is force patina the knife. That's all you're doing when you're acid etching. So the etchant isn't going to create cracks. That's for sure. That is for sure. Awesome. All right. Oh, I'm kind of bummed that my guest didn't come. Let's see. Did he even? Oh, okay. You have my address. Why are you asking for my address? Sorry, guys. That's crazy. But yep, very cool. So overall, I think I'm pretty happy with the Kubi Bloom, and White Mountain knives sold out again. They're all sold out, and that was the only retailer that ever got them in, as far as I'm aware. But I'm not aware of a lot of things, so you guys find out stuff before I do. Seem to. But yeah, some really cool stuff. But let's talk about some of this. So I have carried my TRM Bulldog, which is absolutely awesome. TRM, they are 100% my favorite USA company, knife company. That is 100% USA knife company. And I carried my Hawk today, which is one of my favorites designs. In August, I am making 6 of these. 6 Hawks. And I have a question. A question for the chat. Should I do a run of my Carta like I have been doing on my groups of the large groups, or should I go crazy and do all 6 of them in carbon fiber? It will drive the price up a little bit, but because that carbon fiber is expensive. But should I do all 6 in maybe 3 or 4 different carbon fibers, or just do different colored micartas? I've had a small part in White Mountain Knives carrying them. Yes, you have had a large part of that, Tim B. Thank you so much, and hopefully Justin is happy with the way that they sold. I would love to know that, Tim, if he is. Wait, you aren't your own favorite? You know, I'm not my favorite. Carbon fiber. Why not Kieranite? Okay, so that's another option: Kieranite or carbon fiber. Red carbon fiber of some sort. They have a red orange. Camo Carbon does like this red orange camo carbon, so I like that. Well, yeah, the price of raw material micarta over carbon fiber is far more expensive. The carbon fiber is far more expensive. Carbon fiber, you've done a lot of micarta lately. Yeah, I've been enjoying working with the carbon fiber, but yes, he is said I retain my suggestion powers. No orange. But this is like, okay, I'll have to, how about this? Okay, let's go to camo carbon. I'll show you what I'm talking about, Kathleen. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I know. All right. So, where is it? Well, they have this one. How about this one? Here. There's no orange in this one, Kathleen. So let's look at that. Let's do that. Boom. So that's like just the red camo carbon. They have that. That's the blood red camo carbon. And just so you guys know, for a 6-inch by 6-inch piece, it's $60. $60 for a 6-inch by 6-inch piece. A 6-inch by 6-inch piece of micarta is far more inexpensive. John says he's seconding camo carbon or Kieranite. Carbon fiber, you've done a lot of micarta. Yes, he said I retain my suggestion. No orange. All out crazy camo carbon fiber. There, Brian White in. Hey, Brian, what's going on? I like carbon fiber 50-50. What color cord with red and orange carbon fiber? Just told Justin that you have more upcoming designs with Kubi. He told me just let him know. I'm like, all right, very good. We got another vote for Kieranite. All right, so we have the Santa Clara carbon. I have some of the Dantanium. You guys have seen watermelon sugar. There's the 70s. We have the blurple, which is like, I guess, blue and pink. We have the Gulf camo carbon, which is interesting. You guys all have seen the 80s. We have the kelp bed. I want to look at that. What's that look like? That's kind of interesting. What do you guys think of that? My Kieranite game is fire. Thank you, Trouble Bunny. Yeah, so there's that. I kind of like that. What do you guys think of that? Green and then blue, kind of fun. What are we designing? Jim Cox, what's going on? We are trying to see what handle material we want to do for the Hawks in August. You know, I'd say Kieranite, give me that pocket candy. Yeah, that's pocket candy. Have your hand tried at doing anything with resin, like creating something unique to you? Like making my own handle materials? No, I have not. I have not. Love the green one on a gray blade. So like something like this on an acid etched blade. Interesting. I also like this. This is purple. And I know Kelly White, it'll be all over that. Scott was my build the first time you used Kieranite many moons ago. It might have been Tim B, actually. I can't remember my first time I used Kieranite. That might have been the Tobiko with the green Kieranite. Yeah. Where's Kelly? Kelly's mishmash. There's purple. So there's the purple. We have the Boba Fett. They call this Boba Fett. So it's like green with red and yellow. I'm not really a fan of that one. I like Boba Fett, but that's really not that nice. There's the bolts. That's kind of fun. I've seen that a lot on some knives lately. I have the Purple Flow Stout in your pocket. That's cool. Put up a pole, Aries. I don't think I can put up a pole. I don't have that option. I've checked out their carbon fiber lots. Yeah, I'm sure you have. I would suggest Kieranite. I thought I remembered having a convo with you about Kieranite. You telling me you couldn't guarantee how it would come out. It never works. Okay. That probably happened, Tim. It would help alleviate some overhead if you have, is why I asked. Okay. Well, you still have to buy all the raw materials and take the time to do it. I understand the overhead part of it, but you're still putting time and effort into making it. And then so this is their original camo carbon, and then they have we have the space weaves where you have the purple. I have the green. I've worked with the green, and we have the purple, and then we have like that white space weave. I kind of like the blue too. I'm a fan of the blue. The Hawks, 3 in 80 CRV2, 3 in AEB. Do what she said. Do the Kieranite. You guys are all about the Kieranite. Yes, I'm doing a drop of Hawks in August. So I'm doing 6 of these. So they're all Hawks. I'm doing six of these. 3 in 80 CRV2, 3 in Nitro V or AEB-L. I'm sorry. The blue is the bomb. James Gibson, hello, welcome. Hello. So that's kind of what we have. Let me here. If I was to do the other option. Let's see. All right. So here's the other option. And then I'm going to call it. But no. There we go. Yes. Let's share that screen. It's a buy 3, get 1 free sale. Buy 3 of all different things. I better do it. I better get on this, guys. So we'll start with the M series. So the M series is going to be like your Lava Flow, your True Blood, your Toxic Green. This one is kind of fun. The Patriots red, white, and blue theme on it. The Purple Haze, which I've done something just recently in that. The Carbon is fun. So that's fun. Yeah, sharper than most. There's just a lot more work. I would just end up, that's why sometimes just buying it is better. The Bengal Tiger I've done before with a couple knives. This is interesting. It's like a pink pearlescent. I don't know if you're into that or not. Someone asked me to do some with that. Then we have like, we have the jungle camo. I thought somebody was going to be interested in doing that one, but I guess it didn't end up working out. It didn't end up working out on that, but there's lots of choices in Kieranite. Kieranite has Antique Pearl 30% off. Really? And then the Toxic Orange. That's some really strong stuff, huh? But those are your choices for Kieranite. That gold is interesting. What do you guys think of that gold? That might be fun. That might be fun. How about 10 karat gold flake impregnated resin? Oh, geez. Was that the Rafir with the copper mesh he told you about? Lots of Kieranite, good prices. Trouble Bunny, I think I was debating Rafir and Kieranite at the time. I ended up going Kieranite. Yeah, I think you were. William says the Toxic Green would go great with a large heavyweight blade. Yeah? Because I had some combo with Tim. We think we were. Can you get a hot dog? Asking for a friend. Tell Maddie that I don't have any hot dog Kieranite. So the Pearl series is cool. The red Pearl, look at that. That's kind of fun. The red Pearl is nice. I have done blue, the Antique Pearl. I've done the Aquamarine. Kathleen knows all about that. I did hers that. Black Pearl. What does that look like? Well, that's interesting. That's not bad. Interesting. Uh-oh. I didn't see the purple. Whoa, Kelly. Whoa, Jim Cox with gifting 5 AriesEDC memberships. Thank you, Jim. Salute to you, my friend. Thank you so much. That is awesome. I have to see who got them. I got to see who got them. Let's stop sharing. Close that out. Oh, my goodness gracious. That is so awesome. We got Neil McKenzie, Adventure 50, Knives Are Life, Todd Carr, and Paul Mills. Welcome to the apprenticeship. Thank you so much, Jim Cox. You're awesome, man. That's so cool. You guys are the best. It's so cool. I ordered the red pearl today. Ooh, Sean, you doing something with the red pearl? That's awesome. The black pearl looks awesome. I've seen the black pearl called smoke pearl. Yeah, different places call it different things. I got the wicked purple too. It looks good. Yeah, that stuff is pretty awesome. So you guys are wanting kieranite over carbon fiber. All right. Carbon fiber or kieranite. I wish I could do a poll, but I don't know how to do a poll. Can I do a poll here? Do black pearl. Jim wants black pearl. I don't think I can know how to do. Yeah, I can't do. Cannot do that. No, that's not going to let me do it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do a poll. Neil McKenzie, what's going on? The black magic kieranite looks cool. I closed everything out. I closed it out. Let's see what you're talking about. Black magic. What is that under? Is that under the ice or the pearl? Or the R series? Starlight series. They also do glow in the dark, so I'm just saying. What black magic are you talking about? Oh, is that in the ice series? I have the Arctic black. Red pearl, black pearl. Which one are you talking about, Tim? Under pearl. There's green pearl, emerald bay pearl, goddess, solar flare, atomic pink, wicked purple, black magic. Okay. Duh. All right. Let me share my screen. Present, share screen. Kieranite, black magic. Boom. So it looks kind of like that. That's the only picture they have, and that's a horrible picture. Oh, wait. Okay, it looks like that. Well, I don't know. But that reminds me of the carbon. Okay. I mean, I can make that look pretty awesome. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I can make that look pretty awesome. So you guys are saying kieranite over carbon fiber. Dayglow G10. There you go. You can get it at Carbon Waves. Carbon Waves or Screw Customs. SKUR Customs on Etsy. They do a lot of that glow stuff. So do that. You get a great shine on the kieranite and it would keep the price down a bit. Yeah. So you're saying kieranite over carbon fiber. Okay. I can do it. I have to pick 6 of them now. I just have to pick 6. Have to pick 6 of them. So, all right. Well, you guys made my decision. Okay. Kieranite it is. I didn't think it would go that far, but okay. Carbon fibers everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it is very, very, very popular right now. On hard use fixies, Kieranite is slippery, but on an EDC's size Kieranite is eye candy. Well, there it is right there. That's your lava flow Kieranite on the balloon. Bink. So, yep. I don't think I have any other. No, that's the only one I have. But there's my bloom in the Kieranite. Yes, be careful what you ask for in this group. I mean, at the end of the day, I could just go do my Carta and make it easy. I could just do everything in this nice burlap micarta, which I actually prefer. It's actually really nice material. I like that. Kieranite with glow liners and straps that match to match. See, now you've just gone too far. Kathleen, you just went too far. Nobody was saying anything about glow. Nobody was saying anything about glow. There's no glow. If we're going to start throwing glow liners on stuff, then we're going back up in price. Who is this Mike Arda you speak of? Oh, God. All right. You're too much. You are too much. Well, all right. Listen, guys, I have already gone. It's already 10 o'clock. I need to call it a day. I am already yawning. I'm tired. I got an early morning, and it's been dumping cats and dogs all weekend, which makes this next week crazy. I have to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, which means I get a 4-day weekend because I have the 4th of July off. So I will see you guys on Thursday at Live in the Shop. I'll be busting my butt on the current knife builds. I don't know where I'm going to be by the time that comes, but I might be working on handles for 2 or 3 knives because I'm already on handles for 4 of the blades. So we'll be doing that one. But you guys are awesome. Thank you to Jim Cox for gifting those memberships. Thank you very much, my friend. I salute to you. That is stinking awesome. But you guys are amazing. Order the Kieranite. Take care, all. Gee, thanks, Kathleen. But anyway, you guys have a great evening and have a great week. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. The choice is always yours.